Hey everyone, Tony Dunst here with my latest vlog, and though I'm in Las Vegas, this episode is all about my time in Los Angeles for the WPT LA Poker Classic. I played just about anything I could in the building, including a whole bunch of cash games, some prelim events, a satellite, and of course the $10,000 main event. So let's get into the action, starting with me being on the bubble of a $1,000 prelim tournament. Hey, what's up everyone? So we are on break on the exact bubble of this 1K no limit event. I am one of the short stacks. I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know. I don't want to be negative or anything, but I have been either the shortest or close to the shortest for a while now in the bubble. I already got really lucky to even be here. I had to rip it all in with 7-5 suited. I got called by aces and just flopped 8-6-4. So I doubled up that way, but that only bought me a little bit of time. The other short stacks keep winning pots that put them above me, and I'm just kind of running out of room here. I'm going to have less than 10 blinds when we come back from the break, so it's been definitely a long day. I just woke up super early, and I've been kind of half asleep at the table and not playing my best or being that focused today. I made a couple of mistakes I'm not thrilled with, but hopefully I get a good meal after this all ends, however it ends, and get a lot of sleep tonight. And then I think it's the 2K tomorrow, so we'll try and bring the A game for that. All right, talk to you guys later, hopefully after I tell you about my min cash. Bad news, y'all. I was the bubble boy this time. Unfortunately, the short stacks just kept doubling up, and then I was down to 6 blinds, and I had to rip it in with King 5 offsuit just to try and get some folds. I was about to be in the big blind. I'd have to pay off half my stack and have no fold equity, and then everyone would have just called me, so I don't even know if that shove is right. Big blind antes are weird, and bubble situations are triple weird. It's really need to have fold equity with your stack, and I don't know, either way, sucks to bubble, always. I didn't play my best today, but a lot of poker coming up this week, and I didn't feel like I made any, terrible what were you thinking plays today, just kind of some wrong marginal decisions, so look, whatever. Never fun to bubble, of course, but part of the job. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, what's up, everyone? So it's Wednesday afternoon, and the 2K no limit event just started up. But taking a look at the field right now, I don't think it's I don't think it's necessarily the best event to jump in at this moment. It's only 17 players right now. Field looks pretty tough and reg heavy. The 10, 20, 40 that I'm playing is okay, but not great. But based on a decision I made last night and a little mistake I made this morning while I was playing, I don't really feel like I have my best focus and energy available to me right now. So I think I might just finish up in this cash game, play a little bit longer, and then get out of the casino and get out of a poker room for at least a day, get some sunlight, hang out with some friends. I think there's going to be a game of Werewolf tonight. And I think it'd be good to maybe refill the tank a little bit. I know I kind of did that the other night, but honestly, a date doesn't really feel like I'm relaxing, like I'm taking a little mental vacation. I feel like I have to be very present, very on. Whereas when I'm just wasting time with my friends, if I want to be half there or barely listen or stare into my phone or stare at the TV or not think about anything, that's all good. And that's kind of what I feel like I need right now. So I think that's going to be the plan. Play a little bit more cash, live my life a little bit, and check out the 5K tomorrow. And honestly, if it looks like this 2K, I might just do the same thing. So stay tuned for more not tournaments. All right, for once, I'm actually vlogging spontaneously with people and with friends. I know normally it's just me talking to the camera alone, or me being grabbing one of the pretty women that I work with and being like, "Will you be in my vlog so I get more clicks?" Whereas I'll get the gamers with you.
Yeah, the gamers. Yeah,
the gamer crowd and
the Grooves crowd.
The groove. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're throwing parties now. So
yes.
all right. So for those who don't know, Adam was a longtime professional poker player, and
Still play a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but I mean, just you've been in the game forever. Right?
Yeah.
You've been around.
I'm
as long
ancient
as
at this
I
point.
How far back? I feel like I was playing you in 06, 07 online.
Yeah, but I think I quit my job in 2005. So it was I had a few years, and then I think Shaniac and Johnny Baxter are the only people that are actually before my time.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Wild.
Like, that's
legit. Going down to the lore of online poker history.
I got one more name for you. Ari Engel. I think Ari Engel predates us all, because I can tell you, dude, I remember being in,
no, he might have been playing at the same time, but he's playing on Bodog.
He was. Well, I just remember in like 05 or 06, I looked at the top of the online tournament rankings, and it was like Bodog Ari and Team A420.
Yeah, no, that's legit. He just kept like shoving NE2 from a lot of spots for a lot of bigs and doing some interesting unorthodox things that were probably printing a lot of money then.
I mean, back
everyone
in the day,
just thought it was bad.
Paid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, aggression paid massively. So I'm wondering if this resonates with you, but poker players have this thing where when they get in the mode of playing poker all the time, any event that comes up, no matter how innocuous, they're like, oh man, can't miss it. Like, gotta be there. I cannot miss this event. Like, I gotta play today.
You get this fire in you that's like, I was so close. I got 24th in this tournament. I know I can make a WPT final table. I gotta play this. I gotta fly there. You like, it's like your inner competitive nature just really gets fired up. And that's why I think a lot of athletes love poker after they retire.
No, that makes perfect sense to me, because it's one of the few things that, you know, regardless of your physical condition or even like your ability, so to say, like, you can get deep in a poker tournament and be playing for huge money and making high stakes decisions against the best in the world. It always feels like the sales pitch for poker, like, you can play against the best in the world, but like, it's true.
But it's true. You can't just do that in basketball.
No, or golf or anything.
It reminds me a little bit of music, as in like, once it's a skill forever. You can have like a 70-year-old dude playing a guitar just about as well as he did 40 years ago.
Kind of like when Jerry Lee Lewis jumps on the piano now, and he's been doing it for like 50, 60 years or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And once you learn poker, you kind of just know it. Yeah, it's a great game. The fact that you can just be sitting next to some of the best players in the world while playing for a lot of money, and there's not that much within a few hands that like makes you feel, wow, I'm getting owned really hard. Like, you can just get aces and win,
right,
and then stack them and they're out. Like, it's kind of a fair game in that regard.
Yeah, whatever the difference in skill ability is, you don't feel it that much on the table unless maybe you play that person like all day or for like days in a row, and then you really start to sense where you're getting beaten.
Yeah,
like
which is where cash games are, which is why like cash games can get really nitty and annoying sometimes.
Yeah, my game.
Poker players just need to take a step back from poker sometimes.
Agreed, but it's a very consuming profession.
Yes, which is it's you have to be careful of that.
All right, man. Well, thanks for talking on camera for a little while. It's good to get more people in the vlog and everything.
Good to talk to you. Just did happen spontaneously. It did.
It did. Thanks, bro. Okay, y'all, the room is warming up for day one. Actually, it's the only day one of the LAPC main. There's no 1A, 1B with this. Everybody gets in right away. Full-blown freeze out. Cannot wait. One of the few events remaining like this. I'm in high spirits. I'm feeling good. My boy Chewy won the 5K last night. We hung out afterwards. Got to talking. I mean, the room is just full, so. All the legends. Mike Sexton is here. Royal Flush Crew is here, all my WPT people, all the LA and the US regs, so let's go, guys. Updates to follow. See ya. Okay, last break of the night here on day one of the main event. I'm a little above starting stack. It's been a really fun day at my table. It's been fairly talkative. A lot of hands that got to the flop. It hasn't really been like a 3-bet, 4-bet, go to war, pre-flop type of table. Plenty of familiar faces, both on the table and around the room, which is really cool and great to catch up with a lot of people that you've seen at the same tournament for like 10 years or something. So I'm feeling good going into the last two levels. We're about to play 3-6 and then 4-8. I'm sitting with 45K. So if we can just survive those two without anything terrible happening, we'll get to go into tomorrow with some chips and have ourselves a chance. All right, later, guys. Bad news, everyone. The run in the LAPC main event is over. I got knocked out late last night. It's like level 7 or something. It was really frustrating because I had a kind of slow day where, you know, I got to play some pots and everything, but no like big eventful pots. I'd been really patient. Felt great about the pre-flop decisions that I made, and then I played this one hand against Amnon Philippe. He's like a long-time reg, tournament grinder, East Coast guy. Spent some time out of the game and then came back. And Amnon's a very like flat first, 3-bet his good hands, and then if he's going to bluff, do it later in the hand kind of player. And we had the spot where I opened the low jack with king queen offsuit to 1400, and he 3-bet the button to 4200, and it folded back to me. Just fold. I just was on autopilot, and I called. And the rest of the hand was so frustrating. It just played itself. It came king deuce 3. I check called the small bet. Turn 3. I check called the small bet. River 3. I check called the big bet, and was like, when the river landed a 3, like, obviously I kept my poker face together, but I've played with Amnon enough that I almost just went at the table. So yeah, I checked, and he bet like 85-90% pot, and I called, and he had aces, and so I was really short after that, and then lost my first all-in. But yeah, you know, it is frustrating to kind of fly around, get hyped up for tournaments, you know, try and bring your A game, and I kept my phone away yesterday. I was watching all the hands I wasn't a part of. I really felt like I brought it, and it's just like, damn, you make one mistake, and you get punished super hard. So that is playing tournaments for a living, and that's part of the reason that it can be so hard. I mean, there's obviously the financial aspect of needing the money to go through downswings and just to buy into the tournament in the first place, but the mental side of putting in all the effort to just have it unwind over and over again definitely screws with you. But you know, you sleep it off, you get some exercise, you spend some time with your friends, you remember what's important in life. I was able to do that last night. You know, I went to dinner with Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger and Matt Waxman, and I talked about a lot of things and kind of what's important in life, and that helped me be grounded. But yeah, if we'd had this talk last night, you know, right after I busted out, I would, oh my god, I screwed it up, I f***ing hit that, but you know, you sleep it off and you're like, alright, it's a new day, play some cash, go back to Vegas, tournaments this week, get them next time. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Hey everyone, so I've made it back to Las Vegas. As is obvious, the LAPC is over for me. I am not going to be winning it. Darren Elias is the chip leader going into the final table, which is awesome. He's a great player, class act, and a multi-time WPT champion, like 4-time WPT champion, I want to say. It's crazy with him, so maybe 5, we'll find out. I will not actually get to poker quite as much as I would like this weekend because next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are going to be filming 3 final tables over at the HyperX Esports Arena at the Luxor. The rehearsal for those is on Sunday night, which is, look, you gotta do your job, of course, but it's a little disappointing because there are big online tournaments on Sunday and I'm a degenerate and I want to play them and I can't help myself, so I'll have to pass on those, go to rehearsal, do my job. I think the next vlog will probably be a combination of walking you guys through what my job is actually like when we do filming, the people I work with, what is expected of me, and preparing for March Madness coming up in a week and a half or so, plus maybe a little bit of NBA DFS as I've gotten back into it with Asani this week and the NBA season is heating up. So disappointing that I didn't make any runs at the LAPC. I didn't even play quite as many tournaments as I expected going in. I kind of got stuck in at the cash games and then didn't really want to get up from them, which is a very poker player thing to do. And I'm mostly happy with the effort I gave in the main event. Obviously, I really wish I had folded that king-queen offsuit pre-flop. Everything else I feel pretty good about. So it's mid-March right now. We still have another month straight of very heavy poker action before there's kind of a reprieve before the World Series. So despite the lack of success in the live arena, I am not quitting, guys. Let's get it. So I'll talk to you next time. See ya. So if you've enjoyed this vlog and want more great gambling content, please subscribe and I'll keep it coming for you. Thanks.